far as what? The situation?
Yeah, like the hypocrisy.
Well, I mean, that's the world. Embrace the good and the bad. Everybody is an amalgamation.
I was like an amalgam. What? Amalgorithm? That's a mix between algorithm and amalgamation. Amalgorithm.
I fixed it at the end.
You did fix it.
I was just looking at your beautiful face and it just captivated.
Don't try to fall back. You cannot always fall back on you are captivated by my beautiful face.
Too late.
Even though that might actually be the case.
Totally the best fallback thing ever. All right, so how long did we walk today?
3.1 on the dot.
Oh, wow. That's
at 5K.
15, yeah, 5K. Yes, that's what I said. I was close.
No, you weren't. 3 times that number.
It was basically just kilometers, right? It's 5 kilometers. That's what K means.
Yes, good job. Kilometers.
I was just curious. Okay, from somebody who has never done a 5K.
Oh my God.
Get off your high horse. Calm down.
The K stands for kilometers, but that
5K.
Translates to 3.1 mile. Yes, we have. We did the Turkey 5K. So
yeah, but I did that reluctantly. I was gagging and wheezing
all the
way. That was okay. This was my second 5K.
Yes, and it was our first self-guided. It was my first self-guided 5K, like where I was just like, I'm just gonna run till it makes up 5K.
Impressive. I was so happy with you this morning.
It was so much. Like, it was a lot.
It was.
Oh, my God.
I was going to quit 3 times.
I
she's going to leave me, so I can't quit.
Good morning, Pamela. Hi, Dama. Good morning, Shelly. Hola, Suzette. Buenos dias. Good morning, Gigi. Says, good morning. How are you? I feel invigorated, even though we are like physically exhausted right now. Good morning, Rashana.
We did the color run.
Hi, Mom.
This morning.
Hi, Cynthia. Yeah.
Minus all the color.
Yeah, we did our own privet color run. But you guys, once again, I am distraught because today would have been the perfect day for the color run. It was like sunny and it's like 60. And like, it's good enough for a breeze, but the sun was in the sky. Like, it would have just been a perfect day. I'm claiming this weather for September, when we're all together. But I was like, it's just like Derby. I was like, of course, the days where we don't actually have the events, like the weather is so ideal, but that's okay.
Yeah,
we were still able to get out and do our own 5K, which was really, really great.
I mean, it was kind of hot for me.
Mr. started off with long sleeves. You guys, Richard, like, perplexes me when it comes to his like outfit choices. Like, I'm the type of person, I dress for how I know I'm going to be, and he dresses for how he is right now. Like, Richard is cold-blooded, so he's always cold, so he always likes to have on sleeves. So we started off this 5K, and he had on like a long sleeve zip up, and I was just like, what are you doing? The second that we take 7 steps, you're going to be hot. So I dress like this. I'd rather start off the 5K a little chilly because I know that I'm going to work up a sweat and eventually I will be appropriately dressed. Whereas 2 minutes into the 5K, Richard has to strip all the layers because now he has suddenly turned from chilly to extremely hot.
You just said the key word, layers. It's always better. Okay, I am in a situation where it's always better to need it, not have it, or to have it, not need. It's one of those two. It's better to need it, to have it, and not need it. Better to have it, not need it. I'm confusing myself now.
But that's what I said. I tied it around my waist though. Like you were wearing it. I was just like, why are you wearing this?
Well, I stopped halfway through and tied it around my waist. This is what
my goodness.
I'm emulating my baby cake.
Oh my gosh. Good morning, JJ. How are you?
To just take off a layer than be out there and like cold or get rained on or any number of things and be like, oh, I do have this jacket around my waist.
I mean, that's fine. So, but either way, it was a really great run. We did it in like 44 and a half minutes. I always try, like, if I'm really, really trying for time and trying to challenge myself, I try to get under 40 minutes. And that's about the best I'm going to do at a 5K ever anyway. Because
so what did we do at what time?
We did 44.
Wow.
Yeah, like.
I did not even know that.
There's no way we can, I was going to say there's no way we could have done 5 minutes less than that. I mean, because I felt like we pushed ourselves really
I
hard.
completely agree.
Yeah,
well,
but
you ran straight
a
for
lot.
a long time.
Yeah, so I was really proud of myself because I did the first mile completely like jogging, which that's always my goal for a 5K. If I can just jog the first mile, then the rest of the times I can go back and forth. But you know, like I did well, but still I did 4 minutes over the time that I anticipate. But
that's pretty cool, though.
I mean, maybe I'll change my goal to under 50 minutes.
You left me many times.
Then I killed that. So yes, it was a lot.
It was. Well, I was really impressed. I mean, the way I jog, you was going woo, and I was like slow, and then I would run, and then slow down, and then run. And
yeah, we definitely weren't together at all, and our paces were completely separate. But we ended up together. Yes. That's the only difference.
Well, I never let you go too far. I was always
have me in the eyesight.
I would always run and slow and walk and run. And
we saw a bunch of other couples running, you know, and people out there walking.
Oh yeah, they were all doing the color run too. I thought that's what they were doing.
Maybe that's what it was. Yeah, exactly.
If you're in the comments we saw this morning, we see you.
Good morning, D. Glad that you're here. TC is here. Says good morning, congratulations. Thank you so much
on our 5K.
Yeah, like. I was just thinking, like, on
a really fast 5K,
and then the meetup would have been today. I'm just like, but don't worry, it's September. I'm only slightly bummed, but it'll all be great. But you would have been
seeing everybody today.
But it'll all be great in September. So I'm excited about that.
Everybody know. Know. We get to see you in September. Keto Pa-LOU-za.
I know. I'm very, very excited about that. Okay, you guys. For meal prep yesterday, I ended up going with pulled pork sandwich and coleslaw. I am so excited about that. Like, I found some, that fully cooked pulled pork at Costco, which he didn't know existed.
No.
Like, all he thought was like, that. What is it, Jack Daniels? You know how they have that like pre-made Jack Daniels pulled pork that's already in barbecue sauce that already has the sugars and stuff. And I was like, they just got regular, plain, already smoked pulled pork.
I did not know.
Yes, I bought that. I put it in the crock pot with some G. Hughes barbecue sauce, which they're also running a huge sale on G. Hughes at Meijer this week. So most of the barbecue sauce was gone. I was like, geez Louise, people are just...
G. Hughes and Sola.
Yeah, everybody's just buying up all the freaking ice cream. So I put that in the crock pot. I put down a layer of like onions and I put some jalapenos in there, tons of hot sauce, tons of salt and pepper. And it was really, really good. And so I'm going to add 1 more tablespoon of barbecue sauce.
I agree.
When I actually make the sandwich. And then I made some spicy coleslaw. You guys, like,
this is so out of her wheelhouse.
Game changer. It was really easy. So coleslaw was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. Really, you just put all the wet ingredients in a bowl and then you dump the cabbage on top and you just stir it. Like, that's all the preparation.
Realized coleslaw was that.
That's all coleslaw is.
She thought you had to microwave it for some reason.
Well, no. I mean, I just thought it took more time and it was more intricate to mix the ingredients. I didn't realize it was just like a dump and stir. You know what I'm saying? So the recipe called for a half a cup of mayo, but I was like, I want this to be spicy, of course. So I used half regular mayo, half of that chipotle aioli that I put on my hamburgers and salmon. You guys, game changer. Just instant flavor boost, like instant spice boost. It was so good.
Her making homemade coleslaw. I am so impressed with you.
Thank you. I was proud of myself.
You are just a natural chef in the making right there.
I was. Thank you so much. Good morning, Ariel Diaz. Says congrats on the run. Thank you so much.
Oh yeah, it was strenuous.
JD says I like a vinegar-based coleslaw with jalapeno. So I definitely also put some of the jalapeno that I put in the pulled pork. I put some of that in the coleslaw too. So really, the recipe was just.
You put vinegar as well.
Yeah, exactly. 1/4 cup of regular mayo, 1/4 cup of chipotle mayo, tablespoon of vinegar, half a teaspoon of sweetener, celery seed, salt and pepper. You mix that up.
That's a great
recipe. Exactly. Then you just dump the bag of coleslaw, the 14-ounce bag of coleslaw. Once again,
that's a lot
we
of
ain't
ounces.
Shredding our own cabbage over here. And then just mix it up in a bowl together. I mean, it was pretty Amazing.
That's awesome, though.
D says, I've never had spicy coleslaw, and I love spice. Interesting. If you love spice and you love coleslaw, mix them together. Where did the name coleslaw come from?
From the Duke of Slaw?
No, no. Although interesting,
the Earl of Cole.
I just learned that in Spanish, cabbage is la col. So like maybe it just means like cabbage slaw, and then we just put an E on it because we're American, like coleslaw. If that's where that came from, or maybe it was named after like Derek Cole, the first person to ever shred cabbage and put mayonnaise on it. I don't know. No, but yes, but yeah, something like that. But I thought that was interesting.
Oh, Derek Cole.
Let's see. Good morning, Sheila. Cynthia says Richard is smiling like a proud parent when you talk about your meal prep.
When anything is outside of the taco bowl, I get a little bit. She putting a fancy hat on.
Fancy hat.
Little chef's hat.
Ooh, Aureldia said I've added nuts to my coleslaw. That sounds good. See, now that turns it more into like a chicken salad. Like, adding like walnuts to your chicken salad.
Throw some grapes in there or something like that.
That does sound like just like a salad without the protein in it. Speaking of that, we also bought canned chicken because I'm going to make, I'm going to assist him in making chicken crust pizza.
What?
Yeah, so it's really easy, and I know you're gonna like that. So
that's so fun. I've never done that before.
I mean, yes, exactly, and you're gonna love it. So you
basically just smush it on a pan and then put the cheese on top of it?
Yeah, so here's what you do. D says that's what's so fascinating about languages. Exactly. I want to take a course on etymology. Yes. Entomology is the study of bugs, right? Etymology is like languages. Oh my gosh, coleslaw from the Dutch term coleslaw, meaning cabbage salad. Nailed it. D Bacon Tears says good morning. I mean, but it's like a different language, whereas cole means cabbage.
No, well, I mean, that's just the nature of just the humans in general. Everything comes from something.
Okay, what was I gonna say? Okay, so easy, you guys. Chicken crust pizza, super easy. What you do? Oh, and this is also why we need to clean the oven, because the oven has to be really hot. And so, the dirtier your oven is, and then the hotter you make it, that's just like a smoke disaster waiting to happen.
What are you looking at me for?
Because out of the two of us, who do you think dirties up the oven more than the other person?
The oven naturally?
No.
The mystery person?
You take all of this, you take cans of meat, chicken. You drain it, and then you spread it on a silicone baking sheet. Okay. You fluff it up with a fork, spread it all out on an even layer, and then you bake it.
With a fork, or you pound it with a mallet?
No. This is just to dry it out. Oh. So yeah, you dry it in the oven.
So it's a procedural thing.
Yeah, you dry it in the oven.
Already.
Exactly. Because the more steps it has, the more he likes it. Like, to me, the number of steps and my enjoyment is inverse. The more of one, the less of the other.
You try to add a step just so we can season the chicken before we bake it.
Exactly. Okay, so then you just bake it regularly, just to dry it out. And then once you have those dried, crispy chicken pieces, that's when you put it in a bowl. You crack an egg, quarter cup of Parmesan cheese, and then that's where you could also add in some Italian seasoning.
Ooh, so you get a little fancy with
and then that's when you mix it up, and it kind of makes like a ball consistency that you can press. Then you press out to your crust.
So like this big huge ball of chicken meat.
Yeah, and then you press it out
like dough
to make your chicken.
Do you roll it or do you beat it?
You could roll it. Yeah, you could roll it, or you could press it out. But yeah, they do put parchment paper on top and then just kind of roll it out, and then
actual dough.
Exactly. And then you bake it again to dry it, to coagulate it all together. Crust? No, it's thrice baked. Ooh. Because then after you bring it back out, that's when you make your pizza. You put your marinara, you put your cheese, you put your pepperonis, and then you put it back in, and then you actually just
that's
melt.
When it becomes a pizza.
Yeah, that's when it becomes on the pizza. Then you take it out.
Like a normal pizza?
Yeah, and then you just take it out.
Acts like crust.
It actually, the pizzas aren't really that big, so there's not enough to fall. There's not enough front to fall. But yeah, I mean it's.
Oh yeah, no, I get
it's delicious.
Well, it sounds amazing to me.
Cynthia says after you clean the oven, put a layer of foil on the bottom of the oven. You know, the thing is, I actually have one of those silicone oven mat liners. I just can't put it on there because it's dirt. The oven is dirty. Like, I want to clean the oven, and then I want to put the silicone mat. But yeah, you're right. We ain't letting that happen again.
I don't know what she's talking about.
Aurelia says, I'm with you, Autumn. The way I Google recipes is 4-ingredient keto Alfredo sauce. You're right. You put the number of ingredients first. Oh, that's brilliant. No, but that is, the more intricate a recipe is, to be honest, I mean, look, the crock pot, the payoff is so good. All you got to do is just dump spices into a crock pot, like dump pork into a crock pot, pour some spices on it, and then let it sit there. That is a meal prep that I can get down with. So
I would go out and just buy the entire pork butt.
Exactly. He would buy the raw pork and then
sit that in the oven for like 15 hours. On like low and slow, just pour some vinegar.
Exactly. Just baste it, Lord.
Then you pull the pork off. Then you add the next day. Then you add the barbecue.
Yeah, like this is gonna have to go in the oven overnight. What? Like, no, it's not worth it. Let's just go buy some pre-made pork. Joyce is here, says, shh, don't tell anyone I'm watching you. It is our secret, girl. I'm glad that you're here, Joyce. So yes, Melanie's here, says, good morning, Autumn and Richard and work, fam. You're right. So I am.
Good morning, Melanie.
But yeah, I was thinking maybe we can make chicken crust pizza tomorrow.
That sounds perfect. On Sunday?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, for you, like I said, I'm eating my meal prep tomorrow.
Okay.
But I will be probably having a bite of that. Because I haven't had chicken crust pizza in a long time.
Okay.
I'm just going to make sure we did it right. Plus, I bought the Rayo's. You guys, the Costco membership alone pays for itself in Rayo's tomato sauce. Let me go get it. Richard, Entertain America. Oh, my legs. Oh, God. Oh,
yes. And off she goes to take 30 minutes to find a thing of marinara, guys.
That depends on where you put it.
Oh, my gosh. It's on the shelf.
See? I get it.
Oh, my gosh. So, yes, apparently this 5K then wore her out because she's all tired and moving slow. Me, on the other hand, I'm rejuvenated. I feel like attacking the day, and she is not. Oh my gosh! How did you lose the rails?
I didn't lose it. I'm just moving slow, like you were talking about. Since this 5K done wore me out, while you're all invigorated and stuff.
Oh my gosh!
You guys, JJ, look at this. This is my second 20-ounce cup of water. I've already finished one, so we're going on 40. Oh
my gosh.
Okay. You guys, if you know anything about Rayo's marinara sauce, one of these cans in the store, this is larger. One of these cans is larger than the regular amount of tomato sauce that they offer in the store. And these cans are like $7 each. And once again, this isn't even the large size. I mean, this is a larger size. So one that's a little smaller than this, because normally a half in the regular Rayo's bottles, there are 5 servings. No, there's 6 servings in here, but there's normally only 5. And that can cost $7. In this, there are 6 servings. So that means both of these together, 6 servings. This thing costs $10.
What? Oh my god.
Oh my gosh. Like you were Costco membership in Rayo's marinara alone.
So go and buy them out.
Yes, go get a Costco membership. So TC says you can make tortilla shells by mincing pre-cooked chicken in a food processor. Oh yeah.
Ooh.
That's what is it Real Foods? That's how they get their chicken crust tortillas. So what you basically do is you turn it into like a pate, and then but you bake it, and then it becomes like almost like a bologna, type. You can like a meat roll up. Like a pliable meat roll up, and those are delicious. Our says both my brothers take longer to prep and barbecue than it took me to finish grad school. You're right. It's such a like an experience. I'm like, y'all better just put this food.
Do you eat the food?
Oh my god,
the flavors
Oh my God.
Transfer. You can taste the time.
Oh my God. I don't buy it.
Taste that love. That love that your brothers put in. Your brothers put into that amazing meal.
Anytime you do this.
Put your brothers into that
Patricia
meal.
says, good morning, Autumn Richard. Happy 5K. Thank you so much. I was really, really proud of ourselves. The weather definitely helped. Gigi said there's nothing wrong with doing it either way. False. Because one uses one dish and one apparatus, and the other uses a multitude of dishes and apparatus.
What are you talking about?
Making that pork?
Okay. Well, one has just 2 layers of flavor. Well, the other one has a multitude.
Oh my God. Beth says, good morning. I just finished. Congratulations. I'm so glad.
Yay!
That makes me happy.
Congrats.
Dee said, those are such cute tights. Where did you get them? These are from Nike. You guys, one thing I'm really going to work on, maybe this year or next year, is like, I guess, investing in some good workout gear. Mainly, like, not tops, because I'm be sporting on my own, like wax stuff. But these shorts, we have a Nike these pants, we have a Nike outlet in town. So I don't ever pay full price anything for Nike. And then even more, I think I got these once again years ago, back when my best friend used to work for Nike. So then we got an employee discount. Like, Nike's expensive. Don't get me wrong. I guess it's quality or whatever, but like, I just want to go to Walmart and get some $9.99 tights. You know what I'm saying? But they don't look like this. So yeah. So I got these from Nike a long time ago.
That's okay.
Lainey says no Costco near me, but similar price at BJ's. Yeah, though they're very similar. We don't have BJ's here, but no. The BJ's is like a Costco. So we have BJ's Brew House. Which is a restaurant, which I know about that BJ's.
I wonder what the trademarks is on those things.
I know, right? Yeah, exactly. Well, I bet BJ's is BJ's Brew House or BJ's restaurant, whereas the big box store is just BJ's. Yeah, absolutely. So, yes.
I'll let their lawyers talk it out.
So yes, Aurelia says, Richard, you definitely sound like them. Their answer is fast or good. Exactly. It can be both. Okay,
no,
it can be both.
What world are you living in? It
Oh my gosh, Aurelia says, go Autumn, get you a
moderately
Nike sponsorship.
fast.
I know.
Decent. It can't be fast or good.
But see, that's the type of person that I am. I am a decent. Decent is all I require.
Okay.
And so that's where we struggle, because he's all like artisanal, the layers of flavor and time and effort and blah. And I'm just like, just give me decent.
But everything you just said is case by case basis, because you take the same, principles just in different things.
Yes.
Whereas I put that it has to be amazing in food.
Yes.
You do it in other categories.
Yes, I agree. Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
I wish we were the same about food.
No, it's okay with me. I like it. I like it. I can make me a whole plate.
Oh my gosh. Beth says I will have to watch the replay. I'm buffering because of phone service. Oh, that's the worst. No. Are you out and about doing your 5K? You're ootin' a boot in nature. That's why. Get home on the Wi-Fi.
Oh my god.
Judy said that's what happens when you cook at home. You use dishes. That's why most homes have sinks. First of all, a sink is
Gigi.
Is it L?
Fact. Raining down on us.
Fregadero, I think that's what it is. In Espanol, I'm learning kitchen utensils on my Drops app, and I absolutely love it. Yes. And I know, but that's why I don't use the sink. Like, you guys, I barely. Like, I cook once and I clean up right after I cook, and I like my kitchen to remain untouched. Like, to me,
because you never goes in there.
The kitchen is like the formal dining room. It's like
never touches.
There's just this room here that we use once a month or something like that, and that's how I feel about the kitchen.
That's the one thing that irked me growing up. Whatever grandmoms, if you have a room you never get in, stop that. If you have a room you never use that room.
Make it
there should be no one day a year room in your house. Okay, use that room multiple times. If you got all your fine china lying around the table and stuff forever, pick them up, dust them off, put paper plates down, and just like use the table once in a while. That's all I'm saying. No, my grandmother was that same way. We had like the dining room you never touch, and I'm like, I don't understand people who don't use rooms in your own house. Use them. Use them or you lose them. I think that's what happens, right?
Oh my God.
Somebody said
it's better to have it, not need it, need it, not have it. Use it before you lose it.
Well,
G says, is the rails really worth it? I don't find the number of carbs that much different than my good old $1 pasta sauce. If that's the case for you, go for it. Like, no, it is not worth it. But when I tell you, I cannot find a pasta sauce that doesn't have significantly fewer more carbs than rails. Like normally, like for a half cup of this sauce, it is 6 and 1 fiber, whereas normally it's like 9 grams of carbs. Like I can't even when it's sugar free, it's just too much. And to be honest, is this much better? I don't know. Are they underestimating what can they get away with? I have no idea. But no, the taste is just regular AF. Like if there was another brand that was cheaper and had similar carb count, I would definitely get that. So Pamela says, good thing you don't have kids. My kitchen never stays clean. I mean, I know it's closely. Now I know how that feels. And I was like, I got to take care of this, man. There's no way I could actually have children in there. Like, no, I got to deal with him.
Use the kitchen. I don't know how you can get so upset at the kitchen and she don't walk in, but to get a cup of water.
I meal prep for 2 hours and then I'm out for the week.
Exactly.
D says, I'm somehow a hybrid of doing dishes, or hybrid of Autumn and Richard. I hate doing dishes, but I love complex meals. So no. No. Yeah.
Well, see, what I do is I also try to clean as I go. So I clean the bulk of it.
That is false.
I do clean as I go. I don't clean the plate I just ate dinner off of, no. But like the utensils I use as I'm cooking, I try to clean as I go. But when I'm eating dinner and everything's like in a dish, I'm like, okay, I'll do this in the morning. I'll do this in the morning. In principle.
I'm Kermit the Frog, like drinking that's none of my business.
I figured you were just Oscar the Grouch going back in the garbage can because you knew facts was happening out here.
Hashtag sick burn. Jennifer's here, says I'm late, but I'm here. Good morning. I'm glad that you're here, Jennifer. Aranda says, smash that like button for a clean kitchen. Preach. Amen. Gosh. I'll do that all day, every day,
Okay.
Yes.
I also would prefer to clean kitchen.
Thank you, JJ. You see me drinking the water? Thank you. Okay.
Oh my God.
No, see, that's the problem. Melanie says, you cook, I clean. Absolutely not. That's how it was in the household growing up. And I vowed never to do that. Because with that principle, the person cooking has no incentive to be clean because they won't have to be the one to deal with the ramification. My whole thing is knowing that you're also responsible for cleaning up makes you more aware of what you're how messy you're being as you go. But if you're like, oh, someone's just going to be cleaning this up, all I got to do is make some food. Absolutely not. No. So no, we don't.
Definitely, you can go really far with that. Take 2 responsible people.
Yeah, we don't. No, I don't.
You don't assume I'm responsible at all.
No. Well, I mean, and also it's a little different because we don't follow the same diet. Because I was talking to my granny about that yesterday. She was like, because we went over my grandmother's house and she offered some pulled pork. She was like, there's some pulled pork in there. I was like, no, actually, I just made pulled pork today, but I'll see if Richard wants some because I didn't make him any pulled pork. And she said, you didn't make him any pulled pork? And I was like, no, we don't really cook for each other. We cook separately. I cook my food. He cooks his food because,
and I was like, well, the key to that is you meal prep. It's not like you're cooking your food and eating in the corner by yourself. You usually cook for the whole week on one day.
Yes, that's another thing.
That's the thing you should have told her to
Gigi said, here's a novel idea, make your own pasta sauce. What is the carb count in that? But see, that might be worth it if canned and or crushed tomatoes is that much cheaper. But then once again, if it takes 6 hours to let it stew and everything, no.
Steps. That's slow to the
C. Weaver says, I found pasta sauce at Walmart called Scarpetti, really good, a lot cheaper, same carbs. It comes in a cardboard tub container. Interesting.
Like
an almond milk. Yeah, okay. I'll have to look at that because I don't really I haven't really, I guess, look at that.
That's awesome though. Wow.
Sheila says a good chef cleans their mess. Preach. Brooke said, OMG, yes, you have to clean up your own mess. Yes, I agree.
Oh, I do that too. I'm like, is she over? The kitchen is not horrible, okay? She sees 6 dishes in the kitchen, 2 plates, a pot.
You guys,
like, it's horrible.
Like, okay,
I can clean one of
the things that perplexes me the most. I don't even know if I've ever told you this. What? So you want to go, Richard? Let's go.
What perplexes you?
One of the things that like makes me just so confused. No, just confused. Is we have one of those glass top ovens, or like stovetops, right? How is the burner section always the dirtiest? Like, you're supposed to set a pot on the burner and then cook food in the pot.
I'm with you.
Nothing should ever touch the burner. So why is that always the dirtiest? Like, it's like black and charred, as if there's food and grease and things.
Flat top?
Yes.
I mean, that's just residual. When you have,
it doesn't get like that when I cook. Is all I'm saying. Like,
if you're sauteing
and all he's doing, he's tossing the stuff, and there's just stuff falling out. Now the truth comes out. That's what happens, and then it sits on the burner, and it just chars. And then I'm just like, why are these burners black? Like, why? Like, and that's the thing. It just fundamentally comes down to, like, we just see cooking differently. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm not saying when you're sauteing
that one is right or wrong, but that's not the way I do it. Like,
well, also, I'm from, growing up, we had open flame stovetop, so it was always, you could, flambe and like season and stuff on a flat surface with like just a heat panel. I don't know what it's called, but when you slide it back and forth, it's just the natural.
It's natural. Yes. See, it is not able to be prevented. There's no way to prevent that. Or could you be a little more careful as you're doing that, so that it doesn't just fall out of the pan? That's all I'm saying. Mom said Richard cooks, Autumn heats up stuff. One yields a clean kitchen and acceptable food. Another yields a messy kitchen with highly questionable, more acceptable food.
I am going to take pictures of the kitchen and post it on Instagram, post it on Facebook, so you can see what she calls a messy kitchen is really just like, I don't know, 5 or 6 dishes just sitting on the sink.
No, it's not even the sink. Because here's the thing, you guys. It's the surfaces. It's
stove?
The fact that the surface of the stove. The stove, the countertops, the chopping block, everything is always messy. There's crumbs everywhere. Like, why can't we just sweep up the counter? Oh. Because you guys, it used to be the sink. But here's what we've done. We have one of those double basin sinks. We literally, to my suggestion, because I was losing it, we had to separate the sink. This is my side of the sink. This is your side of the sink. Do not rinse your dishes off or put your dirty dishes in my side of the sink. Because you remember what he also likes to do? He likes to put food in the sink. And I was losing my mind.
Well, that's because you have the strainer.
When you make greens and you dump them out, some greens just get in the sink, and that's where they sit. And I'm just like, that does not have to be the case. It don't have to be the case.
Strainer. There's a strainer at the bottom of the sink that catches stuff.
And you let it sit there. And I can't, like, that is my OCD. Like, if there's food, first of all, I wipe out with a paper towel. Anything in the pot that can go in the garbage already goes in the garbage. And then that's when I rinse it out. So we separated the sink. So to be honest, the sink is no longer an issue. It's the surface tops that now I'm just like, so there's just going to be crumbs everywhere
until
now.
We get a new stovetop. We need to get off the flat surface. Because flat surface is just, especially a white.
No, because then I was nervous. I was like, so you're going to be dropping food onto the open flame?
A white flat surface stove. Get in the comments, how clean does a white flat surface stove stay when you actually cook? When you actually cook.
I cook. I meal prep.
Actually cook.
Oh my God.
America, tell me that.
Sylvie says, yeah, when my husband is in the kitchen, even if he's not cooking, the food is everywhere and makes it from the pan to the plate without landing on the floor, counter, or his t-shirt. You're right. Oh my gosh. Gigi says, it depends on what you put in. I normally use crushed tomatoes and tomato paste, sweetener, and Italian seasoning. Oh, that sounds good. See, I think I could do that. And then I also saw somebody mentioned a crock pot. That's a good idea. Dee says, I think it's just a man thing. They seem to generally use more dishes, even making the simplest things. You're right. Shelley says, my husband never wipes the counters ever. There's like a sheen of salt and crumbs and bits of food. Yes!
I wipe the counters like every day.
Pamela says, oh no, I can't do food in the sink. I will go off. That was me going off. And I was like, I don't want to blow up. So how about we just separate the portions of
Again,
this thing,
we're talking like a piece of kale.
Yes.
And like a random, it wasn't like I put like old hamburger meat and something in the drain.
But see, it doesn't matter what it is. Like, it doesn't matter what it is.
No, what I'm saying is when I'm rinsing out the kale and stuff, some of it falls in the sink and I'll go drain it with the stove. And then I'll come like, oh, let me do this. At this time, she'll walk to the sink and be like, honey, there's these 2 pieces of kale in here that I'm sitting there with well, let me finish first before you.
I mean, there's just never any reason. That's all I'm saying.
I was taking pictures of stuff because we're gonna show America.
Mom said, Richard, so I didn't prepare Autumn on how to handle food in the sink in a messy kitchen. She's doing the most. I mean, everyone's allowed to have their personal preferences. Look, you guys, I recognize that I particularly have issues with the kitchen. I'm not saying I'm a clean freak by any nature. You guys have seen my office. Look at this. This is a full-on mess. Our bedroom is a mess. Everything is a mess, and it's cluttered. You remember, you guys, I was telling you, clutter doesn't bother me because I know where everything is. But for some reason in my head, I cannot have a messy kitchen. I know that. So that's all I'm saying.
Okay. As a psychiatrist in training, I find it odd that the kitchen is the one place you can't tolerate a mess when everywhere else you're fine with it, especially since you are barely in the kitchen, but once a week.
But that's why I can't tolerate a mess, because I'm barely in the kitchen. Do you know what it comes down to? And I've realized this. And this is just about marriage, like in general, and like living with you. One thing that I have realized
is that I'm amazing.
Okay, I already knew that. But one thing that I really struggle with is things being a certain way when I did not make them that way.
Very particular.
So it's like, if I clear off a countertop and then I leave and come back, and there are things on the countertop that I didn't put there, it just like, I made this a certain way, and now I am forced to make it a certain way again because of someone else. Like, it's really just sharing the space. But that's the problem. I don't have an issue sharing space anywhere else except the kitchen. I'm just like, I made this like this for a reason, and now it's just undone, and why do I even try? But the thing is, I can't not have it organized, or else I am livid, and I can't walk around livid in my own house. So.
No, and I said I do go out of my way to make sure that I try to clean up after. Like, I'm really listening to you, and I go out of my way to do that. It's just that you still, there are some times I'm just like,
and I hate being that person. I hate being that person where 98% of it's done, but then that 2% drives me up a wall. Like, I try to be the gracious person that's like, thank you for this 98%. But like, all I can focus on is like, why is this one thing here? You know, and so I get that.
I am trying.
JJ says, "Do you have a garbage disposal?" No, we don't. No. Yeah. Pamela says, "I'm the same way. The whole house can be a wreck, but the kitchen has to be clean." Yeah, that's just how I am. Yeah, exactly. Dee says we all have our own quirks and things that irk us. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, for me personally, I'd rather have the bedroom clean, but I don't give it no mind because it's gray area with me.
See, it's all that gray area. See, and that's the thing.
I don't pick my heels to die.
I tell him, like, what annoys you that I do? Like, what action do you want me to change to make you feel better? Because I'm willing to do that. I hate being the one that's always like, I kind of need you to do that this way, or it's really going to bother me. And I was like, what are you particular about? But guys, what do you do when he's not particular about anything? Oh, nothing. Everything is fine. And it's like, well, then now I'm just the one that's like, I need everything in a particular way.
Oh my gosh. Well, I mean, I learned early on that not to sweat the small stuff. And unless it's life threatening or like I'm drowning in the middle, most everything in my life is small. I don't care about the color of the drapes. I don't care about it's whatever you like.
And then you can't argue with that. Like when it's like, in the grand scheme of things, is a piece of kale in the sink the end of the world? No. But does it just bother me nonetheless?
That's what I'm trying to help. I really try to get all the kale and make sure no bits in the sink.
Gigi, listen, y'all think I'm joking. Gigi said, build another kitchen, problem solved. Did I or did I not say to you that when we build our next house, we are having separate kitchens? I literally said that to him.
All you would need is like one burner and a boiling pot of
mine's
water.
definitely going to be the kitchen. Mine's going to be the baby kitchen. Yeah, mine's going to be a baby kitchen. Like a half kitchen, because all I need is a burner, a microwave, a mini refrigerator, and one of each type of utensil, and I'm okay. But when I tell you,
4 to 6 gas burner stove. I need.
Oh no, he's going to need a double oven.
A pantry nearby.
He's going to need a storage for all of the different kitchen appliances.
You can keep the double oven. You can have the microwave.
He gets his chef's kitchen. Just give me a dorm kitchen. You know what I'm saying? That he's not allowed in at all. And I swear,
and watch who'll be gravitating to the other person's kitchen.
No,
who'll be in there? What's smelling good over here? What you slow roasting up in this thing?
No.
Don't you mess with my 12 dishes?
No, I will keep out. You can, just like you lock the snack cabinet, you can lock the kitchen, and I will never go in there because you are not coming into my kitchen.
You're so cute.
Oh Lord, this is my sister.
Right, do your weight.
Yeah, hold on. Hello?
Oh, never mind. Hold on.
What's up?
Amber is calling.
I'm still on the live. Do you need to talk? I know. Sorry, we went down a rabbit hole. My bad.
We didn't go down a rabbit hole. We went down a kitchen hole. Gigi, you are hilarious.
Okay. Give me like 2 minutes and then I'll do it. We're about to wrap up.
We are just having a wonderful conversation about our kitchen habits. That is all.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. More work stuff, but not enraging work stuff. Oh, but you know what is enraging right now? I stepped on the scale today. 181.2 plus 2.2 pounds for no reason. For JJ, you know what it is? It's probably because I didn't drink as much water yesterday as I was supposed to, huh? How about that? So I just randomly gained 2.2 pounds.
JJ is not your fault.
I exercised yesterday. It could be that as I was making meal prep, I had to taste test the pork to make sure that I liked it. I had to taste the coleslaw to make sure it was spicy enough. But it doesn't matter. Like I'm still doing really, really well. To be honest, I'm fasting today, and I would love for this to go back to even just this, so that for my official weigh-in, I could be in the 170s. Yes. But the thing is, the fact that I even got here this month, is important. Like you guys, you can't put so much weight. Sorry for the pun. You can't put so much weight on these little milestones of like, I want it to be, in the 170s by June 1st. Because like the thing is, what if you hit it by June 3rd? Like it doesn't matter what you weigh. It's just a snapshot. Okay. Wow. So don't do anything drastic to try to hit a certain number by a certain day. Cause then when you do that, at least for me, in my mind, it turns into, yes, I hit that goal. Now I can go kind of crazy because I worked so hard to hit that particular goal. Whereas if you just work consistently, you don't feel the need, or you don't feel like you've been so deprived. So it's just like, I'm not going to feel any type of way about if I step on the scale for my official weigh-in and it's still in the 180s, because I know what I'm capable of. And I know that I've been instilling great habits in myself this month, and I'll get there eventually. That's all I want to say.
Like that, baby. That's amazing.
Yes. Brooke said, I made a mini kitchen using a desk for my husband who is in a wheelchair. Oh my gosh, and it works well. That's amazing. You can do a lot of things with a microwave, an Instant Pot, a coffee maker, and an air fryer fridge. That's great. That's absolutely awesome.
Basically.
Okay, guys, thanks so much for sticking with us. We kind of kept you talking for
you might want to add a hot plate.
A long time.
Add one hot plate. And a skillet.
And a blender.
So we can saute. We can saute. Get the saute going.
Exactly. Making a mess. Everyone,
Flip it, then flip the omelet. Whoop.
And then it lands on the glass top. Everyone have a great day. Don't forget, I want to see you. If you're doing your Keto Pa-LOU-za 5K, post it in the Facebook group.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Have a great, as my mom says, have a great Saturday, America.
Oh,
we'll talk to you tomorrow at 9:30 a.m. Bye.
Bye. You